Today on Divorce Court.
My husband, Alfonso, is a huge flirt. He has a wandering eye for everything that walks past with a short skirt and heels on.
What's wrong with being a flirt if it don't make nobody get hurt?
It's embarrassing. It makes me feel like he wants other women more than he wants me.
She always be like, you're a Leo. You Leos love to flirt. You Leos. Yeah, I know you be flirting that way.
I want the judge to tell Alfonso to be more patient with me, stop flirting, and make me feel more of a wife than a sidekick. If my husband is not willing to change for me, I'm gone.
If Delisha doesn't listen to the judge, I'm going to look for a cooler climate.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Delisha Hall and Alfonso Hall. The two of you have been together for 8 years, married for a year and a half. You've come here not to get a divorce, but you want my advice to help you save your marriage. So I'm going to start with you, Mrs. Hall. Why don't you tell me what the problem is?
The problem is, Your Honor, my husband, he's a huge flirt. He flirts with anything in a skirt. Even when I'm present, when we're together, whether we're out, he just flirts nonstop, continuously, over-the-top flirting.
Now, give me an example of one of the more outrageous things he's done in your presence.
Well, it was a time, Your Honor, we went out as a couple, day night away from the kids, and we were having a good time. We were in our element, you know, dancing, and it was this lady, short dress, high heels, you know, desperate to get a man's attention, and he was giving it all to her, all in her face, and, you know, just flirting.
Yeah. She had
blowing
that
kisses,
hoochie mama thing going
hoochie mama,
on, and it was
her,
all, and yeah,
yes, Your
okay,
Honor, all
all
up
right.
her butt.
And he was appreciating that.
He was loving that, yes. And he just kept looking, blowing kisses at her, winking at her, and she felt comfortable enough to come over to where we was having our little dancing moment, and she kissed him in front of me and grabbed his privates in front of me because he was flirting so over the top.
Mr. Hall, is that an accurate story?
That's inaccurate. I wasn't doing all that. That's what she was doing. I mean, I was enjoying myself in my own element, and I guess she came to me and all that, but I wasn't blowing no kisses at the lady or anything.
Yeah, but Mr. Hall, there were a lot of people in there dancing, and it wasn't just you. So you must have been doing something to get Hoochie Mama's attention. I want to know what it is you were doing.
I guess she just had my attention. I don't know, I was looking too long or whatever, getting a little stare, but I didn't blow any kisses. I wasn't really.
But you were making eye contact.
I mean, I was still with
You were giving her the side eye.
I was still with my wife, so I'm thinking that, hey, I mean.
He's still with me, Your Honor. But
okay, I'm with her, so why are you approaching me? Like
he might as well have been alone, if you ask me.
Well, Mrs. Hall, why don't you fill in the blanks for me a little bit? Why don't you tell me other circumstances which you found your husband's behavior inappropriate?
Well, Your Honor, there was an instance where he cheated on me with one of his exes while I was 8 months pregnant with our youngest child.
And how do you know that?
Someone told me, actually. A family member told me because they witnessed it, because we were living apart. We had just got evicted. I was staying with my parents. He was staying with the roommate because my parents didn't want him there for their own personal reasons. So when I'm going over to his room,
they didn't want him there for their own personal reasons.
I guess they didn't want us doing stuff in the house.
Their house.
Yeah, they're like that. So I was like, okay, that's fine. And he found his.
That's a good thing, though, that they're like that. They don't want their daughter and some dude in the house doing the mad fantastic.
Exactly.
It's not cool.
Right.
It's not cool at all. Mr. Hall, tell me about that ex.
Yeah, I have an ex, and we still kind of interact, and she's still in my life, kind of. So, you know, she's like, you know, you need to get her mind right. And a couple of times we had a conversation about me actually partaking on sleeping with her. And one day, you know, this is when we were going through our situation, and she was living with her moms, and I got a roommate, and, you know, I was like, well, this is the opportunity, and I asked her. We actually sat down, and she agreed to it. So then I had her come over, and we did what we did, and I go in the bathroom, and I check my Facebook. I got like a 2-page letter about how she changed her mind and all this other stuff. So now I'm in the bathroom like, now how am I going to tell her what I already told her?
And I've already taken care of it.
I already took care of it, now I gotta go backwards. So for the next few months, we're going through all this. She going backwards and going back and forth with me, and then she pops up and says, I do remember that.
Now, Mrs. Hall, he's got a very detailed story.
Yes,
it
ma'am.
has a ring of truth to it. There was a social media post that you did. So remember, think back, what kind of permission did you really give him?
Your Honor, I didn't give him any permission. He came to me and with the story that, oh, I need to, you know, have sex with her to get her mind right and everything. And he was
I
actually...
need to have sex with her in order to get her mind right.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Hall, okay, hang on a second, because
Okay.
I'm going to ask Mr. Hall about that. How does one get another person's mind right by sleeping with them?
Good question.
I don't know, but I know after it happened, her mind was right. So,
What was wrong with her mind before you got there?
I mean, she was is too much class. She's very hard-headed and hard to deal with, and with business that I take care of, I need her involved with it at certain times because I do a lot of music, and she does music as well, so we're kind of involved in that. And when after I did that, business became a lot more smoother.
So you had a rocky business relationship. You slept with her, cooled her right out.
Yeah.
She didn't need anything else. Her mind got right, and she got easy to work with.
Yeah, and we had an understanding, and she knew that I wasn't looking for no relationship. She knew I was married. She knew exactly what the situation was. So, I mean, it wasn't like she was going to sleep with me and want to involve with what we got going on.
I was so hurt when he did this because this is a woman who he described as loose, as a woman he said he'll never get with in that way, made me feel comfortable to the fact that I don't even have to worry about this woman. And when he told me he cheated, I was very surprised. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it.
If you said it's okay.
Because if she's so loose, like you say, and she's all this, she's nasty, she's a skank, then why are you willing to sleep with her to even try to get her mind right in the first place? Obviously, she has a problem. Why can't you leave her alone and just let her sleep with the next man? You're my husband. That's for us to do.
That was in the paragraph after she said yes.
I never said yes.
Okay.
He said
Did you entertain it at all?
No, I did not.
You told him, don't do it.
I told him, don't do it.
She's nasty. Don't go there.
She's nasty. I told him. He told me. And then I saw it for myself, like, oh, yeah, babe, you're right, yeah. He was, like, barricading me, blocking me, not letting me go past. So I felt I had to maul him, scratch him to get him out my way because he would not let me through.
I wouldn't block her, but she's trying to leave me with the children. No, you take them with you. I mean...
Tell me about a time that he was so flirtatious and inappropriate right in front of you that you felt you didn't get the respect you deserved as a wife.
Oh, even when we go to his friend's home house, it's like a bachelor pad. He always have women there. He has poles, women dancing on poles. His eyes is glued. I'm sitting next to him. He like, babe, excuse me, let me go over here. And then he'll actually leave me and go over to the woman and talk to her, and I'm right there.
You talking to the woman on the pole while your wife is sitting on the couch?
It's entertainment. Why? You know we're here for it. Not like we're coming there to... She's on the pole. How you doing? You're doing a good job. I appreciate the entertainment.
Tell me about the revenge cheat, Mr.
The revenge cheat, Your Honor.
Oh, you want to tell me about it?
I'll tell
because she don't remember.
I'll let her tell it first, and then I'll get the frilly version from you. Go ahead.
I actually cheated with an acquaintance of his.
You did?
After he cheated on me, because I got so hurt and I felt so disrespected, and I felt like he doesn't want to be with me anyway. If he's stepping out with other women that were married, he obviously doesn't want me.
And who did you revenge cheat with?
A friend of his, a close acquaintance of his that we've been on for years.
And did you tell him about it?
I told him about it right away, yes, because I can't lie, you know. So
it felt wrong.
It felt wrong, and I regret it, but it happened, and because I was just so hurt and I'm tired, and I was just fed up.
Mr. Hall, how did you respond when you found out that she had done that?
Well, I was upset. I mean, because of the person it was with, it wasn't like a guy, so I wasn't too mad.
Oh, it was a woman, so
but it was still, I was upset because I wasn't there to be able to be there.
Be a part of it.
Yeah.
You wanted to join in.
But the other thing that made me kind of upset about the situation was when I stepped out with permission, and I told her right away, it wasn't to hurt her. And when you do something to try to hurt me, now I'm paranoid. I don't know if you're going to poison my food. Because now you do stuff to intentionally get back at me. That's different than, see, I didn't go out there to hurt you in any kind of way, but you did that to hurt me. So now I'm kind of looking at you like, what else you going to do to hurt me? I'm not trying to hurt you.
Mr. Hall, I want to talk to you about Mrs. Hall's temper because you say it's over the top and uncontrollable. Give me an example of what she's done.
You know, we argue about some of the littlest things. So, I mean, but I remember a time where she mauled me. It was so funny because, like, I'm dark-skinned, right? So, like, you trying to scratch my face and stuff is, like, hilarious to me because you're not scratching anything. But anyway, she got so mad, she was like, ah, rah, rah, rah. It was like a cat. It was so hilarious.
Your Honor, the reason why I mauled him, like he says, is because we were arguing and I was trying to walk away because we have little kids at home. I don't want them to see us arguing like that. And he was like barricading me, blocking me,
she was
not,
trying-
Hang on, let her finish.
not letting me go past. So I felt I had to maul him, scratch him to get him out my way because he would not let me through.
Are you fussing and blocking and mauling in front of
Well,
the children?
I wouldn't block her, but she's trying to leave me with the children. No, you take them with you. I mean...
You didn't mind if she left. You just didn't want her to leave
But you ain't
without
gonna-
the
You
kids.
just gonna get yourself dressed? No, get all of them dressed. You can leave and shoot. I can take one.
How often does she get angry?
He makes me get angry, Your Honor. I'm not an angry person. I'm down to earth, quiet, reserved. He makes me angry
All right,
with the things he does.
Well, I'm going to give you, I want an example from you, and then I'm going to turn to you and find out why he is a trigger for your anger. Mr. Hall,
She's
please.
0 to 100. All right, example, simple. I was having a call because house was hot and I needed another fan. And she was calling about some stuff she needed. And when she's on the phone, she doesn't like it when people talk to her, even though we both need something. So she's on the phone with the person. She's like, yeah, I need a fan. What the bam? And they're like, well, the fan, we only got one fan. Well, other fans, but this one's $30. She's like, this fan $30. And then I'm like, all right, well, she hangs up the phone. So I'm like, hey, babe, why'd you do that? And she gets mad. I hate when people talk to me while I'm on the phone. Every time I talk to me on the phone, and then she gets to flipping out. And then next thing you know, she's arguing, yelling, and screaming at me, and I'm sitting here like, you got what you needed done. You're on the phone. I just need to figure out what's up. I mean, I understand that you're on the phone, but you can easily figure out what I'm saying. What's the employee at the store is not more important than your husband.
Mrs. Hall, do you care to respond to that allegation and then tell me why you do get so angry with him?
Yes, Your Honor. Like, how am I supposed to be on the phone listening to one person and he's in my other ear trying to talk to me? I can't hear her and you expect me to hear you.
I'm your husband. You hear
Like,
me before,
like that's so annoying. And Your Honor, he does it every time I'm on the phone. But when he's on the phone, I can't say a word. I have to be quiet till he gets off. Like, he wants me to respect him in certain ways, but he don't want to give me the same respect. That's the problem. You know, I lived in California 8 years. I've been, you know, I moved back in 2008, and I'm always coming to him like, Alfonso, I miss California. I got family out there I want to see. Can we go? And no, you just want to go out there to see your exes. You just want to go out there to be loose. And, you know, and it's not like that, Your Honor. I just want to see my family. But because of the things he's done, I guess he just pretty much puts it on me like I'm the bad person.
Like, he assumes that you're going to do the wrong thing because he's done the wrong thing.
Exactly.
I'm trying to fix the situation, trying to help it, trying to make it work, and she's just flipping out. She got to get real mad, raised, running through the house, stomping, screaming, just.
Did you lose your mind over the paperwork on the car? Do you believe Delicia gave Alfonso permission to cheat? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Divorce Court. You want me to stop her from being angry? Is that the one thing that if I could give it to you, you'd take?
Because she has a lot of issues coming from her family, and when situations boil down and it's me and her against the world, she protects it like it's her against everyone else. And I'm trying to fix the situation, trying to help it, trying to make it work, and she's just flipping out. And she's treating me like I'm the person doing her bogus. And like, for example, I just bought a new truck last week for my birthday. And I'm having trouble getting the paperwork because the dealers is just flaking me off and all that, but she was getting upset about it too. And she got to getting real mad, brazen, running through the house, stomping and screaming, just
Did you lose your mind over the paperwork on the car?
Yes, I did, because the car's in my name. I'm the one that's going to be driving. He doesn't have a license. So if I get pulled over, it's going to be on me. That I don't have no paperwork, that I don't have my stickers for my car, that I don't have anything showing that it's my car. So I was very upset that we haven't got our paperwork yet.
Okay, now what did you do? Did you call somebody and start some chaos?
I called the police, yes.
You called the police?
Yes, I did.
And the police did what?
They escorted me to the dealership, and we got our paperwork that way because he kept flaking me off, and I got sick and tired. I'm like, I got to get the police involved. That's the only way that's going to make you jump up and do what I need you to do. So that's what I did.
So you got it done?
Yes, ma'am.
She sounds efficient.
I mean, it got done. But the problem is we're trying to fix it, and you treating me like I'm the one that's.
She's mad at you too, along with everybody
she's
else.
Mad at me.
She's just mad and she's expressing
she's
herself.
Like, I'm about to get in the truck and we're gonna go right out there and get. I'm like, no, we can't go because I gotta take the truck to the shop before we go in there.
Why do you think Delicia revenge cheated with a female friend? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. I'm going to tell you a story about fear and her ugly little stepsister, anger. Fear and anger travel together all the time. Once you implicate fear, once fear wakes up and gets dressed, she drags that little anger with her. And so if you put a woman in a position where she's not quite sure she can trust you, when even right in front of her, you flirt with other women and appreciate other women, that's a little nick at her self-esteem. That you're feeding fear. You're giving her things to do. You're making that part of her life, that the most important part of her life, she can't trust. And once fear gets up, anger gets up with her. She gets angry with you because she's scared all the time. Insecure people, frightened people get angry because they always feel like they're on the verge of getting left. They always feel like they're on the verge of getting hurt. They always feel that you're just a step away from doing another woman and just destroying who she is. You're eviscerating her confidence. You're sucking out her soul by telling her every day, I like all these women out here, and at any point in time, might do the wrong thing. No. I know you don't say it. I'm telling you what you're doing. I'd invite you to a party. I would. You'd tell great stories. You're funny. We would have a good time. It would be hilarious. I might even buy a car from you. Well, I wouldn't go that far. But anyway. But in your joy, in your travels, in your flirtings and your flings, you throw darts at her. You don't mean to, but that's what you're doing. And she's getting hit by each and every one of those darts. She's the chick you chose. And you're destroying the best thing that you have by being silly with it. No. No. Now, am I right? Did I get it?
You're absolutely right.
Did I hit it? I hit it. She'll be stop being angry when she's no longer afraid, and she will no longer be afraid when you behave as a reasonable, rational, trustworthy 30-year-old man who has enough sense not to flirt in front of his wife's Don't say another word. This is all me for the rest of the session. You are done. You see what I'm telling you? You are the answer to your own problem. You've created your own ugly. No. If she's crazy, you made her that way. So you need to check your system and check your behavior so you don't lose your wife. You understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you go. Good luck to you, darling. This matter is adjourned.